so much right now. All right. Okay, so to give a little bit of background on our tunnel here, the tunnel started construction on August 23rd, 1848. It finished construction on Halloween of 1849, and the first train passed through on May 9th of 1850. So it took right around 15 months for it to be completed from start to finish, then just around 6 months for safety regulations and final touches to be done before the first train could pass through the tunnel. Now, this is one of many building projects that would have been taking place across America at the time, especially down here in the South. You would have had lots of rail lines, tunnels, bridges, and things of that nature being built down here, and this is just one of those many projects. But this tunnel in particular was extremely important to the South. This completed the rail line between Chattanooga and Atlanta. So this would have been extremely active. This was the main supply line for the Confederate Army during the Civil War. So at any given time, you would have had a ton of trains coming through here on a given day. Extremely active. It was open from 1850 until 1928. That's when the tunnel next door to us was built and opened. It is still in use almost 100 years later. But talk a little bit more in depth about the construction. The tunnel was built using Irish immigrant labor. The potato famine was going on in Ireland at the time. There were lots of immigrants coming over and in need of jobs, and with all the construction going on here in America at the time, there were plenty of jobs to be had. They needed as many hands on deck for all of these various building projects as they could, and this is just one of those many ones. Now, unfortunately, we don't know a lot about the details of the construction of this. We do know this was built a few years before the invention of dynamite. That wouldn't be invented until 1877. So they were cutting through this using handheld drills and gunpowder. So very labor intensive, very dangerous, and very difficult work that they were doing in here. Because of how little the people who oversaw the construction sites cared about their workers, we don't know how many people worked on this or lost their lives while doing so. We do not have a final total of how many people died during the construction of this, and we don't know what they did with their bodies, the people who would have passed through here. So there would have been cave-ins, the spread of infections and diseases would have been awful throughout these work sites. There have been some rumors passed down over the years that they did similar to the Chinese did during the construction of the Great Wall of China. If somebody died during the construction, just throw their body in the wall and brick it up and move on. We don't